Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a review on the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. Stay tuned. All right, so my hair is back, ready to start this whole review. So let's go ahead and go over the claims. I'm looking down my notes. So like I said, it's the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer. That's such a long name, but I guess they got to come up with different names. So the color that I have is Warm Olive, the number 52. It comes in 12 shades altogether. So I was just going to go ahead and do a swatch for you guys. So Warm Olive was the best option that I could get. So that's why I ended up getting this color. So keep that in mind. That's why I have this color. The Toofaced Chestnut is like my go-to concealer. I don't know if you guys have seen any of my other reviews. If you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, but Chestnut by Too Faced is like my go-to color. It's the perfect color. And I've only been able to find a few concealers in the drugstore that matches that color. But as you guys can see, this is a big, big difference. So it's supposed to be full coverage, lightweight, and waterproof. You're supposed to be able to use it for 24 hours, transfer and smudge resistant. I picked mine up in Walmart, but I've also seen it in Target and different grocery stores, so it's pretty accessible. It's one of those tube type of packagings, but when you open it up, it does have a doe foot applicator. And I guess it makes it easier to, move the product around if that's, something that you're concerned about, but there you go. So I am going to go ahead and start this makeup application. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator in the color Pure Gold. I just want to give myself a little bit of a glow. So I'm just going to apply it like here. My face has already been moisturized, but I kind of want a glow from within look today because I'm going to step out for a little bit. I decided to use this as a primer because I kind of want to glow from within look today. The weather is kind of cold, so my skin tends to be a little bit on the dry side. And using this, it helps to, not only is it like serve as a primer, but it also gives me like a nice glow from within look. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's a subtle glow, but it really helps out. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see it on the video, but in person you can tell the difference. It's not like a drastic shimmer lights type of look, but it gives you a nice little glow from within, and it's like a natural finish. I have been using this foundation like every day since I did the review. I really like this foundation. So with this foundation, I've started to notice that the pump acts up a little bit. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but I've only used this foundation like 4 times and the pump is already acting up. And I know I'm not out of product, so that's something to keep in mind with that. But I'm just gonna add a little bit more coverage because the concealer is full coverage. So I'm going to add a little bit more foundation just to build it up a little bit. So as you can see in the applicator, it's a little flat right here and then a little flat right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the concealer now. So I would say the formula is a little bit more on the matte side. It's not super drying as of right now, but if you have drier under eyes and you have issues with keeping moisture under there, you may want to consider another concealer. So now I'm just going to blend it out. Okay. I'm just going to add a little bit more because I can still see some of my dark areas under my eyes. And you do want to work pretty fast with this because it dries pretty quickly. Okay, so as you guys saw, it applied pretty well. It was easy to apply and blended out pretty well, but the texture is matte. So if you have super dry under eyes, you may not want to try this, but it's not like the Tarte Shape Tape to where it's like, this concealer is one of the more drier concealers that I own. I do prep my skin pretty well before I apply any products to my face, so that may have helped. Also, the Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation helps too because the concealer is sitting on top of it. But I would say, like, if you are already wearing a matte foundation and you apply this, you're gonna get a matte finish for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my face. I'm gonna do some eyeshadow, some lashes, or I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'll be back. I am all done. I use the Makeup Shayla eyeshadow palette by Maybelline. This is like a go-to palette as well because look at the purples and the golds, especially for deeper skin tone. You can wear this color, these shades anywhere. I've had this concealer for a long time. I had mentioned that several times and I'm just getting around to it. So I think I know a little bit about this concealer. So it is super, super matte, at least for me. If you have dry skin or combination dry skin, or your skin tends to be more on the dry side, this is gonna be dry. I used it with the Stay, the Superstay foundation that they have, and I would not recommend that if you have dry skin because for as matte as this concealer is, it's going to be just like a cracky dry mess and you're not going to be happy. I can wear this, but the concealer that I use has to be a little bit more moisturizing. So, but if you have oily skin or you just like to have a super matte look, these two together, you're gonna love it. The main thing I was disappointed in when it came to this concealer is the fact that it only came in 12 shades. It's not so much that it only came in 12 shades. It's the fact that the 12 shades that they chose to put out were like really wonky. Like it went from like this shade to like, I don't even know how to explain it. I set it with my Ben Nye Topaz powder, and this powder has a little bit of color, so that kind of neutralized the color a little bit. But if I don't use this powder, the color is really, really bad and I don't like going out without it. So I think the Maybelline Fit Me would be a better type of concealer if you have dry skin or combination dry skin. I know it works decent for me. It's not too drying on my skin like this one is. So I feel like the main points with this concealer is it's for more of an oily type of skin. It's not for someone who, you know, if you naturally have creases or you just, you know, have creases under your eyes, period. I don't think that's gonna work for you because it's way, way matte. I used my e.l.f. Camo blending sponge and it applied so nicely. I don't know, it's kind of disappointing that I can't use it because I like how nicely it applies. I was under the impression that I would be able to use it because I was able to use this foundation, even though it is it's supposedly supposed to be matte. I was still able to use this one, but this concealer is no go for me. So if you have dry skin or you tend to feel the same way I do about foundations and finishes, this probably isn't a good idea for you. That is it for the review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Have you used this concealer and what did you think about it? As always, please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It is totally free. Hit that thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
She loving the likes, she living the life, yeah. She Instagram famous, you know that it's dangerous. Baby, you famous, Instagram famous. Body on 10, your body on 10. Shawty, you banging, oh yeah. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now for okay. We gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now, we gon' get paid now for